name is Gabby and welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here then welcome to my channel. And in today's video we are going to be talking about what I am currently reading, because we are pretty far into the month of July at this point and I am in a reading slump, and basically unless it's a graphic novel, manga volume, audiobook, basically anything that doesn't involve me just staring at words for long periods of time, yeah, it's probably not getting done. I'm not doing a ton of that kind of reading right now. But all that other stuff I just listed, that's all going great, so like, I have something going on. I will have the content warnings for everything that I talk about today linked down below in the description, along with some resources, and yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. The first book that I am currently reading this month is He Who Drowned the World by Shelley Parker Chan, which is the sequel to She Who Became the Sun. And She Who Became the Sun is an adult fantasy. It's the first book in the Radiant Emperor duology, which means He Who Drowned the World is the second. And this is a reimagining of the Emperor of the Ming Dynasty's rise to power. And this is, unfortunately, what has probably been impacted by my reading slump the most this month, which I am so mad about because She Who Became the Sun is like one of my favorite books ever. And I have been loving this one as well. I'm currently on page 170, but it's also very long, both in overall length and then also in chapter length, and the words are pretty small, which is like everything my reading slump hates right now, so that is so unfortunate. But otherwise, I do feel like the story has taken some really interesting turns. I've loved being back in this world with these characters again, because I find a lot of them to be really compelling. I've been loving all of the different points of views, and just getting fully back immersed in the story all over again. So I will be very much looking forward to when the slump ends for many reasons, but especially so I can actually love and enjoy this book the way that we both deserve. Next up is Skin of the Sea by Natasha Bowen, and Skin of the Sea is inspired by West African mythology and follows our main character who, after praying to the gods, now serves them as a mamiwata, collecting the souls of those who have died and blessing their journeys home. After she saves a boy who was thrown overboard from drowning, breaking an ancient decree by doing so, she must travel to the Supreme Creator to make amends and also save all of the other mermaids. But she runs into dangers at every turn, and the boy she just saved knows much more than he really should. So I started this one because it's, you know, shorter, and being in a fantasy water setting with mermaids sounds like exactly what I want and need in my life. I'm currently on page 42, that's not very far in still, but it is delivering at exactly what I wanted it to deliver on so far. Especially when it comes to the setting and the fantasy aspects, because it's all making me want to actually read more of this so I can experience more of all of those things. And I said this in my summer TBR video, but ever since I watched Free Roam Beyond Journey's End, I have been really into series with like a lot of journeying and a lot of adventure. And this sounds like it is going to have those things eventually, so yeah, strong start here. And I do feel a little bit better about actually finishing this book before the month ends because it is shorter, but yeah, we'll see. Next up is The Black God's Drum by Djèlí Clark, and this is set in an alternative New Orleans during the Civil War. And it follows a wall-scaling girl who wants to escape the streets by earning a spot on the airship the Midnight Robber. And she plans to do so by revealing the information that she discovered about a Haitian scientist and a weapon known as the Black God's Drum to the airship's captain. However, our main character also has a secret that she has been keeping from everyone else, and soon they are all pulled into a dangerous mission to stop the Black God's Drum before it wipes out all of New Orleans. Okay, so I am listening to this via an audiobook. It's a very short audiobook too. I think it's like 2 to 3 hours long, which again, we always love, but we especially love right now. And I wanted to listen to this one because of the steampunk setting mostly, and yeah, I'm not sure how much more there is to it than that, but I have really been loving that setting so far. I do kind of wish I was listening to this in the fall because it is a little bit on the eerie side at times, which again, I've been really loving. I'm only about 30 minutes into this audiobook right now, but I am very excited for whatever else this book has in store for me. Next up is going to be some manga, starting with Komi Can't Communicate by Tomohito Oda, and this follows our main character Komi, who has extreme social anxiety and wants to make 100 friends. And then this also follows her wallflower classmate who makes it his mission to help her accomplish that. I read volume 2 a couple of days ago at the time of filming this, and I have every intention of reading more than that before the month ends. And I will say volume 2 did dive into one of the more unfortunate characters, but there is just so much that I love and adore about this series based on the anime. I have a lot of emotional attachment to it for sure. It really does mean a lot to me, and I also feel like I'm far enough away from the last time that I watched the anime to really appreciate a reread of this series. And even though I knew going into this that it was a favorite for me, I didn't realize just how much I missed it, so I definitely need to pick up more of this soon for sure, and that starts with volume 3. Finally, we have Haikyuu by Haruichi Furudate, Furudate, and this follows our main character who wants to be the best volleyball player ever despite his shorter height. And again, I didn't realize how much I missed them until I was reading volume 21 a couple of days ago. And I really do love just how much fun I had with these characters in that volume, and I want more of that. I need more of that. I'm also assuming that their new movie will reach streaming at some point, and hopefully it's not too long of a wait, but its very existence definitely helped give me the push that I needed to prioritize this series again, because I've just found so much comfort in this series over the years, and it's reached the point where I have like a really comforting nostalgia for this series on top of everything else, and like I still have half of the volumes left, so I am very excited about this. Okay, so that is all that I have for today's video. Thank you all so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell, and answer the question that'll be around here if you want to do that, and hopefully I will see you here next time. Bye!